Hello and welcome to GinJoe Show. I'm Joe, I love gin, and this is my show. Tonight we're going to Ireland to open, taste, and review Dingle Gin. As for now, grab a drink, a snack, relax, and as always, sing along, won't you? GinJoe! Our aim was to create a totally unique gin, one which worked within the great tradition of gin distilling, but which also came with a degree of innovation. This is what is categorized as a London dry gin, but the unique character and flavor comes from our painstaking and original choice of botanicals, which are macerated in spirit for 24 hours. Then when the spirit is distilled, it passes through a flavor basket in the neck of the still. This process underlines the attention to detail that is a central part of our whole approach to the art of distillation. What we know about Dingle Gin, well, first, we're coming in nicely at 42.5%. Botanicals, juniper of course, rowan berries, fuchsia, bog myrtle, hawthorn, heather, chervil, angelica, and coriander. The spirit is collected at 70% ABV and then cut to 42.5% using the purest of water, which we draw from our own well 250 feet below the distillery. Alright, well, this gin came out in 2016, and I know I'm a little late to this one, but it finally hit me the right way in the store, and I'm like, yeah, we're gonna dive into Dingle. So here's the bottle. The bottle is nicely decorated. It reminds me a lot of 5 times 205, 207 San Francisco gin. I'm sure it's here on the screen somewhere. The bottle itself, that one's a little bit more beefier though. On the side, it looks like botanicals. There's chervil, I could see, and heather. Very cool. Also on the other side is the list of botanicals with little pictures. You know how much I love that. So let's do it justice, huh? Open this bastard up and see what we find. Oh, right away, a nice little separation. All right, well, it's a stopper, so let's get the pulling. Wow. That was one of the most pathetic pulls, I think, ever. All right, well, here, this, let's do it justice. All right, let's get the nose going. Let's see what we got going on the visuals here. Ooh, nice on the legs. Hard to pinpoint though. It's a lovely gin note right away of juniper. Clean. Very nice. London dry. I could smell that. Wow. There's a lot of earthy tone coming, earthy notes right after the juniper. There's the angelica, like fresh cut angelica. It smells beautiful. Let's do tried and true. See what I think. Salute. Wow. Some big flavors going on here. First, the burn is beautiful. It's nice and compact. It's rolling slow. I can feel every little bit of the hitting different parts on the way down, but rolling, twirling, swirling, having a good time. Heat is nice on it. The juniper is definitely right there up front. It's green, it's piney, fresh. You're getting also this like cooling effect, like eucalyptus and mint. I don't like saying that because some gins use exactly those two botanicals, and then it just becomes something totally different besides gin. I don't want you to think that's what's going on here. It's not. There's just like cooling effect that after there's a spicy finish for sure. It's very nice, bushy, spicy, earthy. But then after that, there's this like cooling menthol that comes. But it's not like you know, glass chiller in your face type of thing. Not at all. Cocktail time. Welcome to GinJoe's Cocktail Corner. We're going to start off with Dingle GNT, and that begins now.
I prescribe that, you subscribe.
Dingle GNT, done the GinJoe way. Salute, man. Wow. This is gorgeous. Stunning. It's a very, very beautiful gin. I know I'm a little late to this game. I understand. A lot of people out there know exactly what I'm saying, but this is a winner, 100%. Juniper is right up front with the citrus notes. You have that little bit of bitterness, you know, from the quinine, and then the earthy notes that was on the smell and the on the neat shot are mingling just the way I want in a GNT. So if you like a GinJoe GNT, you're gonna love this if you haven't tried it yet. So, yeah. I haven't seen this for less than $48, $50. That's a lot of money for a gin. And I gotta be honest, it's one of the reasons why I've taken this long to do it. It just always seemed like such a gamble. Like, how could anyone spend that much? I get the price now after the taste. Is something that is, for us gin fanatics, a special treat. This is something that should be put on the gin shelf high up there and used, you know, maybe once every 2 months or so, just to remember how great of a gin it is. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't have it on hand at all times in your gin collection. I mean, I would if I could afford it. But that's what I think this gin is best for. Especially if we have company coming over and you want to show off a little bit, bring this bottle out. I think you do well.
Rocking, rolling, hopping, and strolling your finger towards the subscribe button.
I did a nice swatch here of lemon, which I am now expressing and placing on top of some olives. You know how we do. And here we are. Dingle Martini. Very excited. Ooh. I can see the plume. I can see the cold rising to the top. Salute. Very nice. It's a very classic martini. Notes that you would want, that you would find in other London Dry style gins. This is very nice, crisp. The lemon and the olives are working very well with the gin. The vermouth playing a part very nicely. And I would definitely say yes to this for my martini people out there. This is something you definitely want to try. So, from me to you to me, and everyone else here in the middle in the States, from sea to shining sea, thank you so much. Coming on back, having another review with me, the GinJoe, doing Dingle Gin, enjoying a few cocktails, jumping right on in, having a good time, drinking gin. For the subscribers out there, every one of you guys, love you. Thank you so much for your comments, for your recipes, for your suggestions. It means the world. And to anyone else out there that maybe stumbled upon this in some weird algorithm, consider subscribing. You can't go wrong. Not with this guy and his gin reviews. Alright, well, I'll see you guys on the next one, and until then, you bastards.
At the period of time of where Dingle Distillery opened in December 2012, Ireland, through its turmoil years of civil war, of famine, of economic time, Ireland lost perhaps the craft of Irish whiskey. In that passionate push to make a distillery happen was through a programme that was originally called the Dingle Founding Fathers, and that was the concept of Oliver Hughes and the Porterhouse Group, where we sold to 500 founding fathers a cask of perhaps a distillery that didn't exist at that time, and with their blind faith and their dollars, we got the door open. So Dingle very much was a passionate push to open a door for a distillery, and that made Dingle the first distillery purpose-built in Ireland for a new whisky in over 100 years. Making Irish whisky with Irish law, it takes 3 years to mature. So that meant in the life of the distillery for those first 3 years, we had no income. So we needed something to pay the bills, to keep the lights on, or at least to make some dent. So hence was the birth of the Dingle Gin and vodka. The vodka has never ceased to amaze me when people get the opportunity to taste it for its purity, its creaminess and the velvet finish. Our gin is the jewel in the crown for the moment, and it really has taken our own breath away. It is distilled 5 times. It's classically a London dry gin. In February of 2019, it entered the World Gin Awards in London, where 400 gins globally entered, were blind tasted, and Dingle Gin popped out, taking the title of World's Best Gin for a little distillery in West Kerry, in Dingle. I think it is wonderful to be able to offer the customer this World's Best Gin. Dingle being such a small town of 2,000 people, right out on the periphery,